Good morning. Good morning. Yep. I didn't stir the honey up the other day. Today, I had to stir that honey in there real good because the weather, it was beautiful in the morning yesterday here in Fort Worth, Texas. And then the temperature kind of dropped. Plus I slept with my fan on, so I'm waking up all congested. But never fear. Between my immune support, this video is not sponsored, and my great constitution and my nice hot tea, my voice is going to be just perfect for reading the Bible. Yeah, it usually clears up by the time I get off of here anyway, so yes. In either case, let me look around to see what's going on. All right, there we go. Good morning, everybody. Ooh, my voice kind of squeaked there at the end. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Today is Wednesday. Wednesday, April 1st. First day of April, 2020. And the time is 7:26. Woo, I better get started. And so welcome. Welcome. Early bird in the room is Life of Key that says, good morning, 40 fam. Good morning. Also, Laverne, Dorsey, morning. Also, The Wiz, morning. And to everybody else coming in, good morning. We are in week 14 of reading the Bible. And today I'm going to be reading Psalms 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Wow, that's a lot. It seems like a lot, but it's not. Because each one of these chapters is basically a very small poem or some type of poetic writing. So it really hasn't been taking that long. I think the last couple of days I've been finishing up in a little bit over 30 minutes. So let's see. And for those of you listening in, I sure do appreciate you. I really, really do. Whether you're listening on the replay or you're listening in the live stream, I appreciate it. When you give me those thumbs up, it really does let YouTube know what a fine job I'm doing. And from time to time, new people are able to come in because I finally came up in their recommendations. Being a YouTuber is a fun but difficult job because there's so many people making videos that there's a lot of competition. So it really does help when you guys give me a thumbs up or when you share out the stream or share out the videos. It just it helps more people be able to discover me. What did I say? 16. Here we go. So no recaps. Normally I do the recap, meaning I read the previous day's reading to have a nice cohesive storyline going, but these are all individual stories within themselves, and so no need to do the recap. All I need to do is jump right in. But first, I need to turn on this light because it's dark. It's not dark to you guys, is it? It's dark to me. Un momento, por favor. There we go. I don't know why I didn't have that overhead light on. All right, let's try this again. 10 people in the room. Welcome. You can sit back, relax, and listen. Or you can chime in and say hello. Either way, it's fine with me. Just leave me a thumbs up if you're able to. Share out the stream if you're able to. And yeah, That'd be awesome. Who's ready to listen to the Bible? I am. I am. Raise your hand. I am. I am. Today we are reading Psalms 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and here we go. Psalm 16 says it is a Psalm of David. That's what the subtitle says. Psalm of David. Keep me safe, O God, for I have come to you for refuge. I said to the Lord, you are my master. Every good thing I have comes from you. The godly people in the land are my true heroes. I take pleasure in them. Troubles multiply for those who chase after other gods. I will not take part in their sacrifices of blood or even speak the names of their gods. Lord, you alone are my inheritance, my cup of blessing. You guard all that is mine. The land you have given me is a pleasant land. What a wonderful inheritance. I will bless the Lord who guides me. Even at night, my heart instructs me. I know the Lord is always with me. I will not be shaken, for he is right beside me. No wonder my heart is glad and I rejoice. My body rests in safety, for you will not leave my soul among the dead or allow your Holy One to rot in the grave. You will show me the way of life, granting me joy of your presence and pleasure of living with you forever. Now, let's see what's in the postscript, because there's something right next to the word, the verse that says, for you will not leave my soul among the dead or allow your Holy One to rot in the grave. So let's see if there's some extra information here. All right, so in the Hebrew text, it would have read the word Sheol, Sheol, instead of leaving my soul among the dead. Sheol, the word is Sheol, is S-H-E-O-L is used. S-H-E-O-L. That's the word that is used. And you will not allow your Holy One to rot in the grave. Other scriptures may say, other translations may say, or your Holy One. Because it's lowercase here in my book, and it's uppercase, holy and one in some other translations. All right, Psalm 17. Oh, wait a minute. I got another postscript. In verse 11, my Bible says, you will show me the way of life, granting me the joy of your presence and the pleasures of living with you forever. And it says here that the Greek version of this would read, you have shown me the way of life, and you will fill me with the joy of your presence. And it's talking about, if you read Acts 2 and 28, you'll be able to compare those two. All right, Psalm 17 is a prayer of David. O Lord, hear my plea for justice. Listen to my cry for help. Pay attention to my prayer, for it comes from honest lips. Declare me innocent, for you see those who do right. You have tested my thoughts and examined my heart in the night. You have scrutinized me and found nothing wrong. I am determined not to sin in what I say. I have followed your commands, which keep me from following cruel and evil people. My steps have stayed on your path. I have not wavered from following you. I am praying to you, O God, because I know you will answer, O God. Bend down and listen as I pray. Show me your unfailing love and wonderful ways. By your mighty power, you rescue those who seek refuge from their enemies. Guard me as you would guard your own eyes. Hide me in the shadow of your wings. Protect me from wicked people who attack me, from murderous enemies who surround me. They are without pity. Listen to their boasting. They track me down and surround me, watching for the chance to throw me to the ground. They are like hungry lions, eager to tear me apart, like young lions hiding in the bush. Arise, O Lord, stand against them and bring them to their knees. Rescue me from the wicked with your sword. By the power of your hand, O Lord, destroy these who look to this world for their reward. But satisfy the hunger of your treasured ones. May their children have plenty, leaving an inheritance for their descendants. Because I am righteous, I will see you. When I awake, I will see you face to face and be satisfied. And now, I'm going to go on to Psalms 18. Psalms 18 says, For the choir director, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord. He sang this song to the Lord on the day the Lord rescued him from all his enemies and from Saul. This is what he sang. I love you, Lord, for you are my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my Savior. My God is my rock, in whom I find protection. He is my shield, the power that saves me, and my place of safety. I called on the Lord who is worthy of praise, and he saved me from my enemies. The ropes of death entangled me. Floods of destruction swept over me. The grave wrapped its ropes around me. Death laid a trap in my path. But in my distress, I cried out to the Lord. Yes, I prayed to my God for help. He heard me from his sanctuary. My cry to him reached his ears. Then the earth quaked and trembled. The foundations of the mountains shook. They quaked because of his anger. Smoke poured from his nostrils. Fierce flames leaped from his mouth. Glowing coals blazed forth from him. He opened the heavens. He opened the heavens and came down. Dark storm clouds were beneath his feet. Mounted on a mighty angelic being, he flew, soaring on the wings of the wind. He shrouded himself in darkness, veiling his approach with dark rain clouds. Thick clouds shielded the brightness around him, and rained down hail and burning coals. The Lord thundered from heaven. The voice of the Most High resounded amid the hail and burning coals. He shot his arrows and scattered his enemies. His lightning flashed, and they were greatly confused. Then, at your command, O Lord, at the blast of your breath, the bottom of the sea could be seen, and the foundations of the earth were laid bare. He reached down from heaven and rescued me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemies, from those who hated me and were too strong for me. They attacked me at a moment when I was in distress, but the Lord supported me. He led me to safety. He rescued me because he delights in me. The Lord rewarded me for doing right. He restored me because of my innocence. For I have kept the ways of the Lord. I have not turned from my God to follow evil. I have followed all his regulations. I have never abandoned his decrees. I am blameless before God. I have kept myself from sin. The Lord rewarded me for doing right. He has seen my innocence. To the faithful you show your faithful. To those with integrity you show integrity. To the pure you show yourself pure. But to the wicked you show yourself hostile. You rescue the humble, but you humiliate the proud. You light a lamp for me. The Lord my God lights up my darkness. In your strength I can crush an army. With my God I can scale any wall. God's way is perfect. All the Lord's promises prove true. He is a shield for all who look to him for protection. For who is God except the Lord? Who but our God is a solid rock? God arms me with strength, and he makes my way perfect. He makes me as sure-footed as a deer, enabling me to stand on the mountain heights. He trains my hands for battle. He strengthens my arm to draw a bronze bow. You have given me your shield of victory. Your right hand supports me. Your help has made me great. You have made a wide path for my feet to keep them from slipping. I chased my enemies and caught them. I did not stop until they were conquered. I struck them down so they could not get up. They fell beneath my feet. You have armed me with strength for the battle. You have subdued my enemies under my feet. You placed my foot on their necks. I have destroyed all who hated me. They called for help, but no one came to their rescue. They even cried to the Lord, but he refused to answer. I ground them as fine as dust in the wind. I swept them into the gutter like dirt. You gave me victory over my accusers. You appointed me ruler over nations. People I don't even know now serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they submit. Foreign nations cringe before me. They all lose their courage and come trembling from their strongholds. The Lord lives. Praise to my rock. May the God of my salvation be exalted. He is the God who pays back those He is the God who pays back those who harm me. He subdues the nations under me and rescues me from my enemies. You hold me safe beyond the reach of my enemies. You save me from violent opponents. For this, O Lord, I will praise you among the nations. I will sing praises to your name. You give great victories to your king. You show unfailing love to your anointed, to David and all his descendants forever. Where's everybody's thumbs up and hellos? Thank you, Laverne Dorsey. Yes, for those who are coming in, please give the live stream a thumbs up and this congestion has got me all discombobulated. Give the live stream a thumbs up, share it out if you can, and yes, say hello. The more you guys are active in the chat, it actually also helps out the live stream by letting YouTube know that something good is going on in the live stream, and it's making people talk. It's giving people something to talk about. Give me one moment. I'm going to clear my nasal passages so that I don't get interrupted by the next chapter, and yeah, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's pick it up at Psalms 19. Psalms 19. Psalms 19 is, this is the squeakiest chair ever. Psalms 19 is, for the choir director, a psalm of David, and it starts, "The heavens proclaim the glory of God. The skies display his craftsmanship. Day after day they continue to speak. Night after night they make him known. They speak without a sound or word. Their voice is never heard. Yet their message has gone throughout the earth, and their words to all the world. God has made a home in the heavens for the sun. It bursts forth like a radiant bridegroom after his wedding. It rejoices like a great athlete eager to run the race. The sun rises at one end of the heavens and follows its course to the other end. Nothing can hide from its heat. The instructions of the Lord are perfect, reviving the soul. The decrees of the Lord are trustworthy, making wise the simple. The commandments of the Lord are right, bringing joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are clear, giving insight for living. Reverence for the Lord is pure, lasting forever. The laws of the Lord are true, each one is fair. They are more desirable than gold, even the finest gold. They are sweeter than honey, even honey dripping from the comb. They are a warning to your servant, a great reward for those who obey them. How can I know all the sins lurking in my heart? Cleanse me from these hidden faults. Keep your servant from deliberate sins. Don't let them control me. Then I will be free of guilt and innocent of great sin. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing to you, O Lord, my rock and redeemer. The postscript for this one refers to verse 3. Verse 3, I said, "They speak without a sound or word, their voice is never heard." In other translations, it may read, There is no speech or language where their voice is not heard. Psalms 20, which is the final reading for today. It says it's for the choir director. These are directions for the choir director. A psalm of David. In times of trouble, may the Lord answer your cry. May the name of the God of Jacob keep you safe from all harm. May he send you help from his sanctuary and strengthen you from Jerusalem. May he remember all your gifts and look favorably on your burnt offerings. May he grant your heart's desires and make all your plans succeed. May we shout for joy when we hear of your victory and raise a victory banner in the name of our God. May the Lord answer all your prayers. Now I know that the Lord rescues his anointed king. He will answer him from his holy heaven and rescue him by his great power. Some nations boast of their chariots and horses, but we boast in the name of the Lord our God. Those nations will fall down and collapse, but we will rise up and stand firm. Great victory to our King, O Lord, answer our cry for help. Probably should move it that way. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been today's reading of Psalms 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Which psalm was your favorite today? Let me know in the live chat. Let me know in the comment section. I think my favorite one was probably, let's see. We had the one where David was singing after he got victory. Hear my plea for justice. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, my savior. I think my favorite one today was Psalms 18. There was a lot of poetic imagery going on there with the earthquakes and the smoke pouring from the nostrils, and he came down from the heavens, mounted on a mighty angelic being. He flew. I like the imagery in that one. So today, my favorite Psalms for the day is Psalms 18. Oh, I missed something in the postscript too. 18 and 5 is talking about the grave. And there's that word Sheol again. The grave wrapped its ropes around me. Death laid a trap in my path. But in my distress, I cried out to the Lord. Yes, I prayed to my God for help. He heard me from his sanctuary. My cry to him reached his ears. And in verse 18 and 10, when it says, he mounted on a mighty angelic being, he flew, soaring on the wings of the wind. That mighty angelic being, in Hebrew, the word would have referred to a cherub. A cherub. And in verse 12, when it says, thick clouds shielded the brightness around him and rained down hail and burning coals. In other translations, it might have said, and rained down lightning bolts. Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? I mean, in the old Bible times, lightning, if someone ever was to get struck by lightning, they would know that it's something that burns, or if they see it strike a tree, they know it's something that burns. So that would make sense for them to refer to it that way, amid the hail and burning coals. Rain down hail and burning coals. Rain down lightning bolts. What do you think about that translation? I know sometimes I read somewhere that, so the Bible was written in Hebrew. Was it Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic? I think those are the three main languages that the Bible was originally written in before it began to be translated. And so not every word is translated exactly, but it's the people use the closest thing that makes sense. And so, yeah, lightning bolts from burning coals, raining down hail and burning coals. That sounds like a pretty rational transliteration. Okay, thank you guys for listening for today's Bible reading. Thanks for the thumbs up. Let me know what your favorite reading part of any reading is at any time, and I will see you. I will see you in the next reading. They are all liked. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Laverne Dorsey. Thank you so much. Thanks. Thanks to all who joined me in the live stream today. See you tomorrow. This is what I normally write at the end after you guys are gone, but I might as well write it now. And while I wait for my smiley list to pull up and me choose the smiley of the day to add to the end, let me give a shout out to the folks hanging out in the live chat, which would be Life of Key, who was the early bird, Laverne Dorsey, and the Wiz. And yes, thank you very, very much for taking time out of your day to listen to me read the Bible. I hope it left some words of joy and encouragement, and especially right now, we all need a little bit of joy and encouragement. And yeah, hopefully in your time of need, some part of the scripture will come to you and be a comfort to you. Hey, you know what I just saw on this list? It's a little green kimono, just like my kimono in the back. That's going to be the emoji of the day. That's going to be the emoji of today. All right, and now I'm going to put my hands together and say, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Ooh, that feels good to stretch. That feels good. I'm rejoicing in the fact that I can stretch my body, move my body, have control over my muscles. Ooh, be supported by my bones. Crack them bones in my neck. Oh, that is something to rejoice about. All right. But other than that, Lord, thank you for still so thankful for them to be at home, in the comfort of my own home, in the peace and quiet of my own home. I'm really, really thankful for the peace and quiet in my home and the safety and the ability to sit here and read my Bible without persecution, without anybody bothering me or judging me or treating me wrong or harming me. And I can not only do it in the comfort of my own home and read to myself, but I can read to others. And they can listen and learn and hopefully be encouraged to read their own Bibles and be motivated to come to their own understanding of you and build a relationship with you. That is my prayer for all. Lord, bless everybody listening in the live chat and listening on the replay, whatever their needs may be. Lord, may you come down like you did in Psalms 18 on that cherub, with the smoke coming out your nostrils and the fire blazing to wipe out all their enemies, and just coming down to comfort them and shield them under your wings. That is my prayer for today, Lord. Amen. I know I totally paraphrased that entire Psalms. I'll have to read through it again to make sure I have a better understanding. So anyways, the gist of it is, everybody, be blessed. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for thumbsing upping. Thank you for sharing. Oh, MJ and J Family Mukbangs came in at the last minute, so that's my shout out for you. Hello. Hey, we're on our way out the door, but you know what you can do? You can play the replay, and you can hear those 5 Psalms that I read today. But thank you very, very much for hanging out with me. And let's see what else. Oh, you found it. You put it in there before me. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Matter of fact, let me hit my enter button because I already wrote out my message. I just didn't press enter. So that is the message for today. Thanks to all who joined me in the live stream today. And I will see you tomorrow. Yes. MJ and Jane, come back tomorrow morning. I'll be doing this every day. Every day. What time do I do this, everybody? 7-ish. 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's Texas time, y'all. Texas time. 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. I will be here every day, rain or shine. good weather, bad weather, good voice or congested like today. Hopefully I'll have better days than congested days. But yes, I'll be here every day, every day, every day, every day, 7 a.m. Why? Because it's my New Year's resolution to read the Bible every day. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Okay, I got two things to share, and then I'm gonna get on out of here. This is the Bible that I read. This is the Bible that I'm reading from, the New Believer's Bible, compact version, New Living Translation. If you're interested in this particular Bible, the link is in the description. And this is the guide. Let me do a quick screen share because I forgot to do that. This is the guide that I'm using. So as you can see in this box, this is what I read from every day. Psalms 6 through 10 was Monday. Psalms 11 through 15 was Tuesday. Psalms 16 through 20 is today. And tomorrow I'll be reading Psalms 21 through 25. This is the downloaded book that I'm reading from. You can get the physical book or you can get the Kindle download. The link is also in the description. It's called A Woman's Guide to Reading the Bible in a Year, a life-changing journey into the heart of God, by Diane Storts. So yeah, that is what I am using. That's what I'm using. And it guides me through, and it gives me so many verses to read every day. Sometimes the reading is about 30 minutes long. Sometimes it's an hour long, depending on the verses, depending on those particular chapters. But it seems like this week the Psalms are going by pretty quickly. It's about 5 songs a day, but there's short little poems, short poetry. So it goes by pretty quickly. In either case, that's what's going on there. Again, I got nothing else to say. Actually, I do have something else to say. I'm probably going to come back on live in just a little while. I'm going to go make me some breakfast, let my voice come back, and then yesterday I was reading from my tax magazine since we're all at home, hashtag at home. I made a video the other day. There was a top 40 list of some really productive things that you can do around your home, especially if you're trying to be an entrepreneur or if you are an entrepreneur, some maintenance things, some things you may not have thought about, some security measures that you need to be taking right now, and some things you can do to get your business, in tip-top shape, so that when things get back to normal, you will be ready to step right on in and be ready to go pick up where you left off. So there's that video that I made of top 40 business things. And also, while I'm hashtag at home, I'm doing a lot of reading so that I can get more business minded myself. I got my stack of business books over there that I'm going to be dipping into. And then, of course, today's April 1st. So it's time to get your taxes together if you haven't already. Come back a little bit later. I'll probably come on in about 30 or 45 more minutes, however long it takes me to eat. And I'll be reading from the tax guide. I was on yesterday for about 2 hours. I'll probably be on for about 2 hours today. And yes, I'm going to go through the table of contents again. If something sounds interesting, let me know, and I will start from that particular article, and hopefully you guys will learn something. So yeah. On that note, thank you. Be blessed. And see you either in a little bit or tomorrow morning. Entrepreneur Drive 40, Entrepreneur Drive.